Hello and welcome to Never Split the Party. This is our Starfinder campaign, Mostly Harmful. This is Season 3, Episode 20, and we have entered the final arc. We will be rounding out the next 2, 3, no more than 4 episodes, and then our campaign shall be finished. Starfinder finito and done. We will be moving on to greener pastures, or I don't know, I have no idea. We'll talk more about stuff in the... Yeah, I slurred as I said it. I have
We were
not
gonna
been
let
drinking.
you roll with it.
I have not been drinking. It just sounds like it.
I'm at my first beer right now.
I mean, I've got Aha sparkling water, which is worse than beer. Tastes like death.
I did have regular water, but now it's all gone.
I imagine Aha is what Corona tastes like. I'm not sure, but it's just a guess.
The disease or the drink?
Take your pick.
Oh.
Moving on. So we are going to have an after party after tonight's episode. This will be one of those after parties that makes its way to YouTube because it's the first of the month. If you'd like to see any of our other after parties, they're all in our super secret patron playlist. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. If you want to support the channel, join that, get access to those. It's bit.ly/neverpatreon. The after parties where we just talk shop. I think tonight I'll be trying to push the guys to talk about our upcoming podcast, Bastille Saga. And that starts at around 10:30ish, depending on when this episode wraps up.
So we're not invited, Pat.
You guys are invited. You just choose not to stay. And also, I'd love your input on the upcoming podcast.
And I'm not invited to Michael and Patrick's party apparently either. So
rude. Chris is ugly duckling.
Party with Patrick.
Mike, why do you want to party with Patrick?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, well, as long as we're on the same page, Patrick's the worst, and we're good.
I like how Zero's like. I like how it also applies to Mike. Like, we don't ever hear Mike. We don't hear Zero. It applies to both of them.
It's like the same.
Yeah, but at least he's not muted.
I just had to look to make sure I wasn't.
Or is it worse that he's not muted?
That's fair. All right, I'm gonna do some quick announcements, then we'll jump into a short recap, and then we got our first callback. So first for announcements, tonight's episode is going to be a little bit special. I'm giving the party a bonus for this particular encounter. Anytime they are able to work in a callback to previous Starfinder episodes, I will be giving them a free advantage roll that they can bank for use during this mech combat. Again, we'll see why in a bit. But so the idea is tonight is callback night. I have no idea if I'm going to do themes for the rest of the episodes. I just felt like it tonight and sprung it on them at the last minute, per usual.
I am literally the worst person for this rule. Remember the time I
again, a callback doesn't need to be you actively calling back to it. It's do a thing.
Remember that time
you killed people with grenades, or you got hit by somebody that was one of our party members, or you talked about yourself, or yeehaw, or remember any things that you did ever?
No. Guys, what was the name of that video game with like the yellow guy?
Yeah, right.
Like a disc, Puckman.
Moving on, you bastards. That's one announcement or whatever.
Remember that time we left Pie Stall? Does that count?
I think Patrick gets one.
Do I get one?
I am going to give you a freebie for
Chris's mispronunciation. It was an entirely different mispronunciation.
Awful. God damn it. All right. The other announcement is, I don't have them on me. They're behind me again. We're doing a giveaway for our last episode. I don't know why my voice is breaking. I'm going to be giving away
puberty, guys.
the
now.
First 4 issues of I think it's called Spiral Bones arc of the Pathfinder comic book series. The reason why I'm tying that into our last episodes is at the back of those comic books, it includes a little Starfinder mini issue. So you guys can continue the Starfinder adventure even after we're gone. I believe it features the Skittermanders from Skittershot. I do not know if it's the same or just actual different Skittermanders. I haven't quite read those myself yet. Or watch the Skitter. Moving
Yeah,
on.
maybe the Skittermanders are gonna join in this fight, guys. Maybe.
No, I don't. Yeah, their states are
Or
so.
the big guy that we introduced during that skitter shot. Silurk or something.
Silurk, but it's all right. I got Silurk in the background, although not necessarily in this background. All right. So the way to get a part of that giveaway, if you are so inclined, the 4 issues of the Pathfinder comic is I want you guys to on Twitter at NSTPcast just send us a tweet that says who you think is going to deliver the death blow to Gurla. I did it again.
Oh, callbacks.
No, we're not giving Dustin advantage.
No, Dustin doesn't need advantage.
Whoever guesses the final blow, who gives the final blow to Derlith Gerson, will be entered into a pool that I will do a roll table of. It won't be live because I guess it depends on if we have a denouement episode or if they kill him at the beginning of the last episode. I don't know. We'll figure that out. It'll either be done over Twitter or whatnot. But again, the way to get entered into the pool is to accurately guess which player will get the final hit on Derlith Gerson, who is the big bad evil guy of our campaign.
I wish we could see the statistics of each character, like their hit rate, critical or killing blow.
How many times
it'd be really easy. Just hit @ and the name of the character you want to see's character sheet. Boom. Except
that doesn't say like their hit percentage throughout the campaign.
Yeah, or their kills or anything like that. That would be an interesting thing to track. I know Critical Role has fans that do all this tracking for them, but I think we could probably do that. That'd be something to bring up in the podcast, I think.
Oh, we got plenty of fans that want to do that for us, right?
my entire reason for this tangent was if you look at Brawl's ratio, don't bet on him.
unless Derlith Gerson happens to be female, then we're all in.
Could she?
That's a callback. That's a callback.
This isn't what I meant, you bastards. But yeah, you get it. Yeah.
I started that.
Yeah, but he finished it with aplomb. Steve
is finish.
I'm waiting until we get into the game to make mine.
Steve has officially put the first vote in wrong because I asked it at Twitter, so anyone can participate, including our audio listeners, our Twitch viewers, our YouTube fans that are coming out of the woodwork to finally comment, or my grandma, whomever. As long as you hit us at NSTPcast, let us know who you think will get the final blow, and if you're right, you'll be entered to the final roll. Cool. But Steve has already put a vote in for Chris, which I assume will be applied to Miller.
That's me.
But that wasn't through Twitter, so it wasn't official.
Oh.
My vote would be 0.
I'm going to keep it on this notepad that I definitely won't lose.
No, because you see, in 90% of the fights, I get him down to, he's super bloody, and then the next person gets it.
It's usually, he just needs one more hit. We just need to hit a magic missile. Okay,
except for that time that Zero sawed off a guy's head.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
Huh.
I will
he was one of the Nate lines.
Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't count. I believe Zero has gotten more than one enemy down to literally 1 hit point. I don't think I'm wrong on that. I know it happened recently too. Someone got into exactly 1 hit point. I think it was Zero.
I thought it was the ooze that we fought, right? Didn't Zero get him down to mostly?
Yeah, then Seeker pinged him.
Oh, the color or something? Yeah. The color was at 1, right? That was the most recent one, but I'm pretty sure it's happened before specifically to Zero, just to mess with him.
That's funny.
All right. Moving on. Does anyone else have any other announcements before I go into a quick recap?
Yeah, I'm Justin. I play Seeker, the android technomancer. And my mech has magic. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Hey, Chris, you want to keep the trend going?
Hello, I'm Chris. I play Miller. He's pretty sweet, and he's got 3 personalities, all attached to him, all in one.
Hey, wow, me too. I mean, I only have 2 right now.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
I'm Michael. I play Zero, the android operative, and keep it short. Go Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I play Brawl this session, who is the Yosoki soldier, and he's in a mech. It probably punches things, maybe. We'll find out. Please don't roll 2.
A mech covered in swords that's gonna punch things.
Yep.
I'm gonna punch you with this sword.
My name is Patrick, and I'm playing Cybernaut Rex. He has merged with the. Oh no, wrong. I am playing Rai. He is the Shinta envoy, captain of the crew.
Who is very symmetrical, or so
Super
we used to say.
symmetrical.
Yeah, there we go.
Very handsome.
Very handsome. We call him bonerific in the pre-party episodes. And the after party, mostly the after party.
The after party.
That's right. That's the one that Patrick doesn't join.
That also has a Steam game named.
God damn it!
A callback?
No, it's not a callback. That's just sad and it's making me upset. I regret making this bonus roll already. I hate it.
I know.
This is you guys know it too. You guys know you're doing
Oh
it.
yeah. You brought this upon
actually,
yourself.
after a while, is that a callback? Is going to be a callback.
Callbackception.
You guys remember that time that Dustin came up with a really poorly thought out rule?
I don't think it was.
Which time?
Yeah.
Actually, I like it. But
Can we check to see if it's in the rule book?
Which time? Chris is my rule book guy. You just ask him; he'll tell you. All right. Quick recap. Recommend watching the episode from last week. It is on YouTube. It's on everywhere you can find podcasts, all that good stuff. It covered a lot in a brief amount of time. Giving you the real brief overview. We had a galaxy-wide broadcast, universe-wide. I don't know. Society-wide, I have no idea. Broadcast that went out to the Pact Worlds and border space planets. It explained that Derlith Gerson was.
Oh,
oh, there he goes.
Is that a callback to the pre-show?
The look on his face was classic. Can someone clip that and just title it?
Oh, it's a callback to the episode where Chris farted, but we blamed it on Pat.
Yeah.
Or they call back to like any episode where one of us is like, I'm gonna just leave for like 10 minutes and I'll come back.
We streamed for 2 hours and you guys cannot keep it in your pants. What is awful? What's wrong with you people? That's fine.
That's the wrong euphemism.
You've done
there,
it
bud.
too. Who are you to talk?
Have I on stream?
Yep.
I've had diarrhea a lot this month. It was probably recently, right? Or not this month, I guess this 2 months now.
I've never died of Rhea, so.
That's basically where we're at. Recap, getting back onto it. Derlith Gerson is collaborating with all of his forces, bringing them together. He has made some mention of possible military action against the Veskarium. And he also issued a direct challenge to the Pact Breakers and their resistance when he showed that he has captured the Vermilion Blur and is keeping him hostage on Absalom Station. The party gathered with their many connections, each of which are doing their own thing, which may or may not apply to this episode and come up during the time or during the runtime. And the party has just started getting into their last mecha battle. They are approaching a little bit of a mini army of mecha with their 5 more or less functioning suits, and we're going to see how it goes. I expect that'll be tonight's episode. Did I miss anything that matters? And hello, Alan. Welcome to finally making it to the Twitch episodes.
We phoned in the Oxian stuff.
Oh, yeah. They did call in their favor with Zolan Gurgaretz, who is the Eoxian in charge of the Dead Fleet. I am pretty sure it's Dead Fleet. I keep calling it Bone Fleet. He calls it both. One of them is his bedroom name for it, the Bone Fleet, but otherwise I think it's the Dead Fleet.
Oh, yeah.
They are now engaging with a fleet of Veskarium ships.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. You son of a bitch. And yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm just gonna keep going.
We disrespected the Vesk dude.
Oh right, you did have a representative from the Veskarium.
That guy came up to us and we're just like, get out of here, don't give a shit about you.
Well, because you basically told us he was what's her name's Odishan's husband.
Yeah. You've murdered this dude's wife and son, and then you guys just totally trashed on him all of last episode, basically.
He deserved it. He's the best.
We were petty assholes.
That's wildly specious. Damn. All right.
Name one Vesk we've come across that didn't deserve it.
There was that one Vesk in
wasn't that dude
That
on
we
Planet
came
Revel?
across?
I thought there was a Vesk on Planet Revel that was all right.
In Eox, there was one.
I thought the only
Right.
Vesk we came across would have been when we were the Skittermanders.
Yeah.
No, I thought we had it. I thought the bartender at the Eoxian place we
I'm
were
pretty sure he
staying
was.
at
I'm pretty
was
sure he
a
was
Vesk.
Vesk as well.
Yeah, they were
in
cool.
the most dangerous game show, I think
Yeah.
you guys saw.
I
that,
guess there was one.
I'm really just trying
My
to extend
bad.
time till Chris gets back, but I don't
Oh,
really.
there
need
he
to-
goes.
Oh,
Here he
you know
is.
what? Now that he's back, could I have everyone take your headphones off, please, except for
Oh.
Nick?
Son of a bitch.
Except for me,
Goddamn callback. That's
Callback.
what that is.
I've never had one of these before.
All right. Chris
Must
doesn't
be
look like he was
drunk, huh?
successful. All right. Nick, I'm not going to have Justin change the overlay, but in this role, we're going to put you in the boots of one Marikoi Solarian, known as Dren
Gotcha.
Blade Tail. Tailblade? Blade Tail?
Tailblade.
Damn it. Tailblade. Dren is aboard the Burning Eclipse, which is your warship that has gone on some repairs. It underwent some repairs after it was destroyed during the battle for Eox, and then put back together as a kind of peace omen for you, or marker of peace for your pirate gang, which brought them into the Resistance. You were given command of your ship so that Brawl could join the rest of the party in the mech that was originally his, and you'll be supporting from the rear. Specifically, you'll be at Absalom Station, and that's where you have just come out of, Drift Space 2. The rest of the party has started leaving the Spirit of Shirket. They're about to engage these fleet of metal soldiers, and you're standing proudly or sitting proudly in a captain's chair. Your ship goblin has brought you a warm towel, and you have a video request on the screen. You're getting a call. It seems to be coming from a ship from the Gerson Sphere forces.
This is still within the station or like the area of where everybody else is congregated.
No, this is you've left drift travel. You are now kind of in the borders of Absalom Station. You're there to make sure that they don't get any weird surprises off on the Spirit of Shirket and the five mecha that are making this kind of really last ditch effort to breach Absalom Station, while the other fleets are acting as diversions.
All right, let's answer the call.
All right. On your screen, it is a video call pops up. It is a Riforian male with a pale fur covering his body. He's got kind of slightly oversized ears, and he's wearing a uniform of the Gerson Sphere Inquisitors, previously known as the Border Space Union Inquisitors. I don't recall. Have you met Nazaram as Dren?
Yes.
Okay.
Not since he's joined the party, but yes.
Okay. And your past relationship. All right. Okay. Cool. Correct me if I'm wrong. You and Nazaram work together. Part of your game. Sorry.
My dealings with
Your dealings. Okay. All right. When your pirate dealings. Let's go with that.
Yes.
Nazaram says with a toothy smile, "Ah, Dren, it is very nice to see a friendly, familiar face in these trying times. How are you doing?"
You don't go to play up your fancy friendly talk with me, Nozaram.
Listen. I did what I could. I tried to get you out. I was even on my way to the most dangerous game show when I heard that one of my best agents was. I'm so sad they're flipping everyone off while I'm trying to do this. God damn.
I'm playing in their game.
Stop it. I was on my way to the most dangerous game show and I realized that you would become a participant. I couldn't let one of my best agents go unaided, and then after some time, you managed to break yourself out. What a tremendous feat that was. I was actually calling today. I was thinking maybe I could purchase your services again.
Oh, so you need a bit of help from me, do you?
Only a smattering of help. I frankly don't think your compatriots, your travel partners of late, really have any idea what they're walking into. I just want to make sure they don't have a way to walk out. I believe your lovely ship. I ever said how much I loved the Burning Eclipse? Real marvel of technology, right? Uh, well, I heard that it was repaired, and I was kind of hoping you might be able to use it to blow the spirit of Shirket out of the sky.
I'll have you know that the Pact Breakers seem pretty sure of themselves in this battle.
Of course they do. We've presented them with a token force of mechs that they think will be all of our forces, and then they think that they're walking into apparently Derlith's lap once they land on Absalom Station. This was clearly a trap, and they just seem happy to waltz into it. Yeah. I'm getting radio chatter about these other engagements, but they were never important anyways. We're just trying to make sure we cut the head off of this snake, and then we'll watch it flounder.
So you only wish for me to blow up the spirit of Shirkat. Is
That's
that your
it.
terms?
Just want to make sure that they're not able to go. And I will make you wealthy beyond measure. Derlith has put a large bounty that he has not made public yet, just in case things go a little sideways and they do escape. Uh, I will give you all of the bounties as soon as the Spirit of Shirket is done, because frankly, without their transport, they've got nothing.
Why do you expect me to once again entrust myself to your services after what just happened not too long ago?
Well, I'm happy to make a payment up front, half now, half after the job's completed as a show of faith. And also, I mean, I think you can see that you'll be taking a very big thorn out of my side. In fact, you might even be able to cut out the middleman of me if you felt so inclined and go right to Derlith himself. He would be immensely pleased that Justin stopped doing that goddamn thing. Uh, he would be immensely pleased that you have taken out, again, one of the biggest obstacles to his complete and utter control of the system. And I'm not asking you to kill them. I don't care about them. I'll take care of that. Don't worry about it. Their ship, it's smaller than yours by several degrees. I think this should be the easiest payday you've ever seen.
Why is it this ship is more important to you than their heads?
Well, the ship does have some proprietary tech in there that we really would rather be wiped from the records. But specifically in this engagement, I just want to make sure that their mecha, which they have just let enter the fray, aren't able to leave. Mecha don't have drift engines. Even their fancy prototypes aren't going to be able to get out of here.
Right now, I think I'm going to have to go with what I consider to be the winning side of the bet, which is on these dudes back here, not you.
I mean, if that's your final offer, but just so you know, feel free to wait and see how the battle goes. And if you change your mind, all I need you to do is blow that little piece of shit out of the sky. That's it. That's all I need from you.
We'll see what happens.
I guess we shall. Nazarim out. And he hangs up the call. And
God, I hate that guy.
your ship goblin says, wasn't he the guy that used to pay us before?
Yep.
He
Sure
paid
was.
well.
He did, but then he didn't pay at all.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. All right, so we're definitely not taking the money then.
I expect not.
And you definitely would notice if I tried to start a mutiny right now so we could take the money.
Oh, I'll throw you in the I'll space you right now.
Okay. Got it, boss. I'm gonna go back to engineering and let them know what's up. All right. Did you have anything else you wanted to say to your crew as Dren, or else can I call the guys back?
Yeah, I guess he would bring up the intercom, shipwide intercom. There are to be no more mutinies today. If I catch one sniff of it, you'll be spaced.
From around, you hear in varying levels of kind of enthusiasm. Aye, aye, Captain. There's your SpongeBob reference for the episode. All right, I'm gonna call the guys back now, and you'll be reassuming your role as Brawl.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, all right. We got some of them back. Some of them back. Chris isn't looking yet. Chris.
So what mistake did Dren make?
I don't don't think Dren made any mistakes. Well, again, I guess there's a matter of opinion there.
Pat, you're muted.
Pat, you're muted a lot. Oof. His mouth just keeps going.
You're still
I'm
muted.
still muted. The rare double
No,
mute.
I swear to God, you're muted. Keep talking. Are you muted on Zoom?
No, sometimes I hit the button and it registers as a double click. It's a refurbished Yeti microphone, but it's not inconvenient enough for me to send it back.
Is that a callback?
No, no, not unless Chris farted and we blamed it on his shitty Yeti microphone. Then no.
Well, I don't think we have to worry about that tonight.
Gross.
You'll have to excuse me if I squeal at some point. There is a spider somewhere on my desk, and I have no idea.
Is that what you were banging around?
Well, I had it muted for recording, so you guys might have heard it, but.
Oh yeah, we totally heard it. At one point,
I muted my mic on this point though.
You'll hear in the dialogue when you are eventually editing the episode. Suddenly, the person speaking that I was, being the mouthpiece for says, "And I wish Justin would fucking stop that," or something to that effect. And then I tried to continue. So yeah, don't mind that.
He's just got to edit in a little. I'm sorry, Captain.
All right. You guys don't have anything else to do. We can get started back at top of the order for the mecha combat. You guys all good?
Yeah.
Roll20's open. You're all ready. Fantastic. Yep. Zero, you are the top of the order here, boss.
All right. Did we kind of see them moving? What is it? The equivalent of 3 hexes?
Yeah. No one's moved more than 3 hexes. You know that if they have gone full speed, they could have crossed more distance. It seems like they are playing it safe.
All right. Zero is going to move forward in his, for whatever reason, green camo mech that is now
space.
sporting a single eye style head, clearly used for scouting and sniping and long distance view. He's sporting a really heavy powered sniper that looks like it can reach really far off into the distance of space. And on each side of him, he's got almost look like wings that will fold around him, forming a shield to take enemy fire. And so anyways, Zero moves forward and prepares to fire at the first person who gets in range.
All right, so you are basically just pushing your mech forward for engagement range and then just readying your rifle. All right.
Yep.
Hey, Dustin, can you just go over what initiative order is, just so we are all ready? I think I'm at the...
Zero, Seeker, blue dudes, Rye, Brawl, green dudes, orange dudes, red dudes. Oh, wait, do I not have Miller in here?
I know I was pretty low at the very... I was very low in the initiative order.
I think you were after green, because I don't think
I
had...
rolled like a 9.
All right, yeah, I'll put you in here. Yeah, so it's going to go Brawl. I'll move the green dudes, Miller, and then basically just the rest of the enemies. They all rolled pretty low for initiative. All right, so Zero moves up and prepares to take aim. Rangefinder coming up, waiting for them to kind of close in. Some old dead dude comes over his shoulder. Use the force, and Zero flips him off. And then we go to Seeker.
Zero actually just shuts his eyes like, I got this.
All right. Seeker's flying around in his purple and red mech. It's got like these green orbs on it that are glowing, and he's kind of glowing with a faint aura. It's probably a green aura from the orbs. And he's actually just going to just hold his position for now and ready a full cast of magic missile if 3 or more come into range.
Okay, so your specific trigger, which I will allow, even though I'm not sure how kosher it is if the third mecha enters your range, you will hit. Your range is 4. Did I give you 4 or 2? I can't remember.
I think it was 3.
3. Okay, to be 1 less than. Okay, 3 makes sense. All right, so that sounds good. So basically, you start glowing with more magical energy as your mecha starts channeling it with its unique ability. That leaves it up to my blue guys to actually do something. And let's pop over to.
As you do that, Zero just kind of comes in over the comms. You know they can't reach you by the time you're done charging, right?
Oh, I'm just waiting for them to come to me. How fast can they go?
They
Further
can
stuff,
go.
they'd be 3 away.
Yeah, they can move 3
Or,
spaces for move action. They can move up to 6 if they
Actually,
chose
no,
to
I guess
double
they
move.
could get within 3. I lied, you're fine.
Yep.
I thought they would have been 4 away.
Oh, just in case they charge in. I'm pretty much just holding off for Zero. I'm actually pretty much just holding off for a little bit just to make sure. I'm not really great on the front lines, you know. So.
All right, how do they want to do this? I'm going to have the first blue unit move within range of you, Zero. It seems like they are all starting to converge on you, all of these blue units. So I'll have them move simultaneously. You can actually pick which one you'd like to target. Their weapons do not have a range past 1. They all have relatively short, kind of small blaster pistols. Or they're big for the sake of these are mecha that are 20 meters tall. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna hate this episode so bad.
Yeah, it's going to be a little unpleasant for your editing, and I am a little bit sorry. So when one enters your range of 4, specifically 0, that rangefinder beeps down. You target. Feel free to pull that trigger. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
25.
25. And what did I have for their AC? Let's see. And I'm gonna say that your weapon is an energy sniper rifle, which makes sense. 25.
I can't imagine anybody would be using anything other than energy. I feel like even the melee swords would.
Technically, Miller has some things that would be KAC, right? Because he's got a bunch of missiles and stuff. I don't remember how Starship Combat works. We've basically ditched the Starship Combat rules and are just doing it live. So that
Actually, I
doesn't.
guess Rise Mines could sort of be that too.
All right. 23. Yeah, you hit. So these guys are traditionally minion styles where one hit has been enough to take them on. You sight up, you get that rangefinder, you pull that trigger, a satisfyingly large laser beam comes out of the end of your rifle, which we forgot the name of last time. It and launches out. It strikes this mecha, this white utilitarian mecha that's rushing at you square in the chest, and it apparently is ineffective. It bounces, it kind of shapes around an energy field that you were able to see with the connection of your blast, and it disperses completely. You have made no contact against this foe. You did, again, directly hit them, but for whatever reason, it has done no damage.
Did we see any change in the ship when it took the hit?
The ship that's at the back, the enemy ship that's kind of in the middle of those mecha.
Yes.
I won't say that there's any specific changes, but if you would like to have the Sheerket search for that, we'll run some scans. They come at the bottom of the order. After the blue units, Rye, you get an opportunity to move. Before you do so, make sure you move your mine. I believe we said it moves 1 hex. All of your mines will move 1 hex every round in the direction that they were going.
I've only got one right now. Oh, I thought you said that they
It'll move
changed.
straight.
Well, they will change if something passes near them, if that makes sense. So if something was ended its if an enemy ended its turn in a hex adjacent to one of your mines, the mine
act
would
like a
heat seek
pawn.
to them. Yeah.
Okie dokie. All right, and I can move 3. So 1, 2. I'll get behind this guy.
Okay.
Who is that?
That's Brawl.
Yes, he'll protect me, surely. And I will drop another mine.
Yeah, sure, that's fair.
I'll thump it here.
I think I need to reload the page. Nothing's moving on my screen.
Yeah, reload the page because stuff has moved. All right, yeah. So Rye.
Also, this red one, I don't know who drew that. It wasn't me.
That's fine.
The heads up. Somebody was messing with me.
I've deleted it. That's fine.
Oh, it was Nicholas.
I drew it last session.
No, I saw you drawing it. I just wasn't sure who was doing it.
So Rise Mecha looks identical to the super utilitarian monochromed enemy mecha, which are mass produced to a really high number. Except his comes in a lovely shade of I don't know if it's pink or
Rose gold.
It was kind of like a rose, kind of like a pink.
Yeah, okay, rose pink, sure. And it has a spray painted Blue Star Corporation logo on it because they're the original makers of these mecha, and the BSU logo has been scratched out. And he's carrying an excessively large grenade launcher. All right, after Rye is Brawl. Go ahead and protect him.
Real quick, before you do that, didn't you also say there was some sort of like scatter thing for my mech? Or was it just the heat sinking?
Only thing I'm aware of is the heat-seeking mine thrower.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Good
I
enough.
know.
I assumed any of the scatter type things would have been Miller's.
Yeah, Miller
And it was
has
more of a
Okay, yeah, that
homemade,
makes sense.
like missile barrage.
Brawl, you up? What are you doing?
So Brawl is going to start heading forward in his mech, which is it's a bit more chungus than the remainder of the mechs, only because it's meant to be up close and personal, confrontational, melee.
And
as
hold
opposed-
your bodysuit thing. It's made to accommodate you in your bodysuit.
Which is, as we all know, pretty
power
high on the
armor,
chonk
rather.
scale.
Yeah. We sure.
And it's slimy.
It is.
Live.
There is a little bit of remnants of slime in the
Taste it.
innards.
Put salt on it.
Fantastic lubricant.
Miller advises do not put salt on it. It makes it go faster.
Also, the mech is outfitted with a set of 7 different swords, which I will reveal what the swords are when they are used, because they are all different. Brawl
Nice.
doesn't know this; he just thinks they're swords.
This will be an interesting. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I appreciate you taking some time on that.
Yeah.
Are you going to ready an action?
I'm going to prepare in action. Yes. If any of these mechs enter melee range, so as opposed to 0, 1 space away from me, I shall make my first attempted attack with one of these swords.
You are able to hit 1 range away. That's totally fine, but that is not melee range. Melee range is 0 when they are directly on top of you, because again, in space, these hexes are not 5 feet or anything of the sort.
So would
but
attacks
again,
of opportunity only be if you move through their actual hex?
I don't think attack of opportunity would really.
It doesn't really.
Which is
but
why I assumed their hex as opposed to 1 space away or something like that.
For the sake of them like attempting to physically block you, I'm going to say if you pass through their hex, we'll do attacks of opportunities, and same to you guys. If they try to move through your hex, you'll get an attack of opportunity.
So only Nick would be able to get attacks of opportunity then.
Do none of you have melee? No, you all have the combat knives you had.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yeah, that's the standard equip. You guys had these little laser knives, basically plasma cutters is what I think we called them, and that's what you guys used in the first engagement.
So is the sword's range 1, or is that me throwing the sword? It's gone forever. 1?
You're throwing a sword and it's gone forever.
Okay. Then I am going to a little bit.
Hey, Missy Elliott.
And I'm moving forward 6 spaces, not 3.
Just blasting ahead. All right, sure. Full speed ahead for Brawl.
This could be a mistake.
Is he leaving me behind?
Brawl loses all limbs.
What's up?
Shadow wants me to explain what I'm doing again. I'm going.
That's totally
One more
fair.
time, what was
I did hear you were doing that. The green cadre of Mecha begin moving up. This guy does not have a color, and I will not abide. You must have a dot. Where did you go? There you go. All right, yeah, their front just seems to be moving forward, but again, they haven't gone for any double movement. They have not been going at full speed. They are still moving their lines of engagement up. Miller, you're up.
All right. So Miller, his mech itself is brown. However, there are an obscene amount of cannons on him. There's like 30 different cannons on him, and they're put at every angle. There's like 30 of them, all different shapes and sizes and colors. Some are like deep purple, some of them black, some of them are like bright pink and whatnot. Some of them have the Blue Star label on them. Some of them are knockoff brands of Blue Star. It's just a stupid amount of cannons on him. Inside of his cockpit, there are switches everywhere, like little finger switches that he can play with at all times because he's a crazy mechanic dude and he just likes to flip switches. But before he does anything, Miller kind of goes up over the comms and says, "Hey, guys, what is our strategy here again? Are we just storming the guy right in the middle there, right?"
You hear, right? He's the best. He's over there. Sorry, I had my music up. What?
Technically, that's a callback.
That is
you can go
definitely a
ahead
callback.
and yeah, you can bank one of these bonus advantage rolls. I'm not keeping track of these. Please keep track of them yourselves. Patrick has one. Chris has one. Justin has one.
I believe I was having Stephathan check out those the commanding mechs.
Yes. Okay.
To see if we can possibly overtake them somehow, or take these smaller ones.
Something is currently giving them shields. Whether
Something's
it be
shields,
individual shields or something from... Were they all deployed from that ship?
They were all pre-deployed before you guys arrived. The ship is big enough. It is it looks like kind of like a stealth bomber, but like super chonk mode. Like it just goes wide.
All right, and we are assuming that these guys in front of us are unpiloted, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
All right. Well, then we should probably move in formation together and brawl. This is gonna sound kind of weird, but none of these are women or rye, so
yeah,
be
Chris,
careful out there.
Chris, get your second point.
Oh, and then Roll20 just decided to crash on me.
Cool. Do you know what you wanted to do?
Yes, I am moving right
behind,
behind, or 2 spaces behind.
I got you.
0.
Yeah, you moved up to kind of follow in Zero's wake.
Hold on.
I moved the wrong
yep,
one. That's actually my bad.
There you go. All right, I just got in.
All right, thank you. I moved Seeker by accident.
Yes, I'll kind of protect the ship from behind here.
Okay. Oh yeah, Miller. So you did a double move. That puts me up at my orange boys. Who 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm so sorry, Justin. I'll try not to count these all. I wish they would clear. Okay, fine. Don't mind me, guys. I am a professional. I totally not admitted. So these white mecha are advancing much faster than the others. They've got thrusters on full. Their heads oriented down just so they can be bullets through space as they attempt to outflank you guys. And you see a similar move made by their the ones with the white mechs with the red stripes. Okay, that didn't quite land where I wanted to, but close enough.
That's bad.
That's all right. It's just because I can't do them as a group. It doesn't align with the hexes because it becomes a.
No, I mean that they're closer to me. That's bad.
Oh yeah. Totally flanking you. We got a whole little thing here, and then next up is their command units. And Miller, you're receiving a direct communication link, apparently coming from enemy forces.
On screen.
On screen is a Vesk. He is a little bit thicker. He's got green scales that are going a little bit darker than maybe some of the other vests you usually hang with. I don't know. And he's wearing a BSU or Gerson Sphere Inquisitor uniform, which is the kind of the standard issue uniform, but all in jet black with red stripes. I did not intentionally steal this from the Mass Effect series, but there you go. You immediately recognize this as Torgrad. He was a fellow engineer while you were in the academy way back when.
Torgrad, hey, long time no see. Actually, I saw you at the casino. You ran away from me. What's up? You're kind of in the middle of something here. Oh, BSU. Oh.
Yeah, actually, his like little screen comes up, and there's like an arrow, like when you kind of angle your mech the right way, that shows which ship is shooting this out. It is actually this leader unit in the back. I'm going to put a pink dot. I'm going to try to put a pink dot on it. It's the leader mech, again, the ones with the golden halos, that is directly behind that large black ship. And he calls out to you, and he says, "Yeah, I think I can see that you're a little busy. And I just wanted to let you know that first, I wasn't running at the casino. I was strategically retreating.
Yeah. I don't think there's a difference, but yeah, continue. Yep.
I'm going to show you once and for all that you are out of your league.
You are Thompson. Who are you?
It's all right. It's all right. He's a guy.
You're mine, and you have no idea what you've walked into.
Oh.
For the record, when this little get together kills you, know that it was me who put it together."
Oh, you're just jealous that I got the head engineer spot on the Infinitum. Oh, it's all right. You second-rate engineers, you can have your time too. I mean, you need a posse of 36 mechs, where I only need a half a dozen folks here, and I can still wipe the floor up after you.
Hey, Miller, is this the guy that you had me steal his study guides?
Yes.
Oh, I remember him. He was terrible.
Yeah, and those study guides were useless. They were all wrong.
Yeah, I think it was just like he was trying to show off by having a bunch of cards, but half of them were blank.
And you know what's funny? They got 2 of them. Mine's still bigger.
At both of you on screen, he does the like jerk off gesture, but he uses 2 hands, one on top of the other.
Oh, wait, I got something for you. Here you go, Torgrad. Here you go.
Oh.
Chris is holding up tweezers.
All right, he ends the vid
I'm
call.
actually really glad I had those right there.
He ends the vid call. Nothing happens from them. It's the Spirit of Shirket's turn. What do you guys want to have it scan? It's Justinian Stevithan, who is running the science station on the Shirket, and he's scanning. You currently have Rex as pilot, but he's holding back.
You guys want to scan Torgrad's mech?
Yeah. See if we can infect it with something.
Go for it,
Well, you're
Stevithan.
already infected with lots of things.
I love that we're also joyful and joking, and we're about to get our shit wrecked.
Probably.
If I had a recommendation, just so you guys know, Stevithan, the kind of nervous, pale humanoid that's mildly psychic that you picked up on Revel way back when, we already know that he's in there, and we've searched these mechas software in and out. They're a real pain to crack, and we've spent days just fixing Brawl's mech to apparently unfix it. I would recommend you direct me elsewhere. We know that at least one of those leader units has a living unit in it. I could scan the rest of the individual units, or we could try and get some data on that enemy ship.
Well,
or whatever the hell that shield thing was that it looks like Zero just
let's see if
with.
we could take down those shields. Those are probably gonna be our top priority.
They're not great.
All right, you hear clicking as he just pounds on his mechanical keyboard.
Hold on,
I got
this.
Thank you. Yeah. As he goes kind of flying across the keys, could I get you to roll me a computers check, Seeker?
Sure thing. 30.
Yeah, okay. So the ship that is there, it is a non-combat ship. It seems to be a purely support ship. When you pull up some information that you get sent to you from Stevathan over, the interwebs, I don't know, it pops up, and it is a mecha carrier. It is designed specifically for that, and because that was a decently high roll, he was able to identify that it does appear that the shielding that is around these enemy mecha does in fact come from this ship. It's being projected in some way. He also notes that there is a delay in those shield regenerations. So if you guys were to focus fire, you'd be able to get through it. However, otherwise, it looks like those shields will regenerate in full every 6 seconds. All right. That's it for.
Were they able to figure out what the shields are effective against? Hence, like, are they good against energy, but maybe not against an up close knife to the chest?
It looks like it probably blocks any projectile coming in. I think if you got up close with some fisticuffs, you would probably be fine. Probably. I haven't really seen this tech before. It seems a little. Maybe we should think about leaving. I'm just saying. No? Okay. All right.
We can't run away now.
We totally could.
Where would we go?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you come a little closer to us? Draw these guys in from the I want to say north and south, but that's irrelevant in space.
I mean, yeah, but they'll tear through the Spirit of Shirket if they're able to get on our hull.
Looks like they're coming after you anyway.
Yeah, could you stop them?
I suppose.
All right, thanks.
We got to take down that shield though.
The battle report. I'm going to roll. I have a couple of things that can potentially trigger based on what rolls. And these are just more or less updates. They're not really anything super exciting. They're a little static, but give me 1 second.
Hey, Dustin?
Yes.
What happens if, hypothetically,
I'm just looking for something to throw.
if hypothetically I deleted my icon from the map?
I would hope you would be able to hit Control Z and bring it back.
Now, hypothetically, let's say I tried that.
Damn it. Hold on.
I had the wrong tool. No, I think I was in this one.
You wouldn't have been right there where you shot off the...
Yeah, he put it off to up to the side. That's where he was.
Yeah, I put it to the upper left.
Do you have control of that?
I don't yet. No, I went to move it around a little bit, and I accidentally drew on it. And so I highlighted it to delete what I drew, and it fucked off.
Yeah, could you not?
Disappeared.
I rolled a 1, so you're just kind of getting a general battle report over your comms. Again, this is being projected through the Shirket to you guys from very far away, basically the entire opposite ends of the periphery of the Pact Worlds. And you hear from the, I guess this would be the first part of the pirate resistance that, at this engagement, who do you have at that engagement? I guess you're just getting a report from an observer. I don't think you guys actually have anyone in there, and I don't think the Eoxians would reach out to you. So you have maybe a scout up there, and they're just reporting back that the engagement against the Veskarium fleet, which is currently comprised of the Gerson Sphere fleet as well as their Eoxian dead fleet, is going in favor of the fortunately or not fortunately, the Gerson Sphere. It doesn't look like the Veskarium is going to be able to hold out too much longer. Just so everyone knows, this does up everyone else's timeline. I think we were a little too effective with this portion of the plan.
Weren't the Eoxians supposed to turn on them at some point?
Specifically not. They would simply not engage. They are currently engaging the Veskarium, which is already being engaged by a Gerson Sphere fleet, which gets them out of your purview. And it'll take them some time to get here. It'll take them days, I believe, like minimum days from where they are. So not a major concern, but it does increase your timetable. You don't have too much time to waste. That's all. That was actually battle report 1. It came in order, so that's fine. We're back to the top of the order with 0.
All right. So do we want to rush that ship? And
Yes,
Well,
drag them
definitely.
back
someone
towards us?
should, and seeing as you are the fastest, I elect 0.
All right. The only problem is once I get close enough, because I technically can't shoot the ship, correct?
What do you mean?
Like our weapons outside of the daggers are ineffective against them.
Yeah, your weapons are. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Your weapons are too small of a caliber to be effective against the ships. So the only mecha weapons effective against spaceships are when you land at range 0, and then basically you get a free destroy target system if we were using Starfinder rules. I will be using slightly more modified versions of how that damage works.
If I get to it.
If you get to it, yeah. You technically would need an action to engage it, but it's a free effect because you basically land on its hull and begin just ripping stuff
So
off.
I
with
can
your
reach it this
plus-
turn.
Yeah, you won't be able to. Well, actually, is that your?
It'd be a double move
Okay, yeah, you'll be there, so you'll be able to start working on it next turn.
because we're moving at half our speed, and I'd be what is it? Using resolve points to increase my movement speed.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can totally get that. So basically, if that's what you're going to go for, you're putting a lot of pressure on your mecha, but otherwise you're able to keep up with it.
Yep. So Zero's mecha starts to glow a little bit as though the energy is taxing, and just blast forward. Specifically, I'll go through this middle mech.
All right, that mental mech does try and get. He sees you coming. He gets in position. He attempts to blitzball player block you, and I don't think this is going to be effective. But let's give it a shot. I rolled a 4 on the dice, which I'm going to guarantee you isn't even close to enough. He swings and he completely whiffs as you go blasting past at blinding speeds.
Less he whiffs, more Zero's mech kind of does like a nice little loop, like Star Fox roll.
Sure,
I did
sure.
a barrel roll.
You did a barrel roll, okay, to get away. That's fair. I like it. And then you basically land on the hull, and for some more
Iron
action
Man
scenes.
style.
Yeah. Straight on. You leave a dent in the hull with Iron Man style. Not enough to leave any lasting damage, but they need a new paint job.
From what he can see at this distance, just goes, not bad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he did just.
He's gonna do the superhero landing.
He just did the sniper's now at range 0 of the enemy and completely surrounded. But you do you. All right.
They gotta hit me first.
You're not wrong. Seeker, you are up.
All right. Guys, I think I'm going to fall back a little bit and just protect the ship here. So Seeker actually moves backwards, kind of in a position where he can intercept the ones coming in if they come towards the I guess the bottom of this map, towards the ship. And then he's going
done
to
this Star Wars style and actually gone into their hangar.
Yeah, and I heard spinning's a good trick. You got this.
And he's going to ready a magic missile. For if one comes in there, he's going to hit it twice.
There you go. You've caught on to my clever ploy. Seeker readies another action. Mech glowing with energy as the blue squad is going to.
Are we doing things for like really long range spells though? Like if I wanted to use, say, Arcing Surge, which is just a 120-foot line normally, how would we scale that up? Are we scaling that up, or is it just all going to be...
cut it in half.
Cut it in half?
If the point of the spell is to be super long, we'll cut it in half, and if I need to adjust it further, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so just cut ranges in half? Or is it always 3?
Because that magic missile actually technically has a range longer than that. Tell you what, we'll base it off of what the spell's nature is, I guess, like what it actually does, and I'll make a judgment call then.
Okay.
If you have a question, ask. Like, is there a particular spell?
No.
All right. So all of the blue team circle around the closest enemy, which happens to be Brawl. Maybe they see the bristling swords. Maybe they realize they don't need to actually engage him because that might, they might get caught by a stray blast. They actually completely encircle him and pulling out those kind of shotgun-looking energy cannons, all open fire directly at the center. You're going to be taking 6 different shots. Brawl. All right. I've got 6 d20 here. And I have their attack bonus. It is all the same. Where is the offense range? So plus 10, which isn't bad. I have a 24.
Yeah, it is.
To beat what?
It's going to be your EAC.
No.
Okay.
I mean, wait, you just said they have a plus 10?
Plus 10 to hit.
They can't hit me.
No,
Unless
that's
it's
not
crit.
Yeah. They'll have to crit. All right. So I know that one doesn't hit. That one doesn't hit. That one doesn't hit. That one doesn't hit. How about a
I mean, I
28?
kind of assume
Nope.
they can't hit most of us.
Yeah.
Is that right? If
Yep.
that's the case, I will have to up their attack just because I don't know what.
They can
What
hit
is your
me.
AC?
My AC is a 35.
Mine too.
My AC is also 35.
I'm roughly in
High
that
fives, guys. 35.
I'm at like 27, 28. So.
Maybe,
Oh, so they
maybe
can
like
just
a
kill the
12.
hell out of Seeker.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a plus 12 would be. Well, they'd need a little 15 to hit us with a 20.
Right.
I will arbitrarily up them to plus 16. That's what you get for having GM stuff in the background.
Maybe give us all an advantage because you need to do that.
No, you have advantage points if you do callbacks. Let's see. So I'm going to
Remember that time the room extended?
That's not what I meant. Although in this instance, I will allow that. Michael, go ahead.
Yeah.
Get your callback bonus. All right. So the highest I had on that was that's not it. 18 plus. I just said 16. I don't think that's enough either.
Nope.
18
That's
plus
30.
34
I'm
against
35.
your EAC. All right. And then yeah, so they all basically shoot. And how do you want this to be? Do you want it to be that your mech is able to take it upon like ablative plating and you just kind of tank it, or are you nimbly dodging this?
Yeah, Nick, describe your block.
Well, so the way I see this is so they've all encircled me. They all pull the trigger at the same time, and then like half of them just like hit directly, like plating designed to like take these hits, and the other half just like goes whizzing past. So half of it connects where it's supposed to and it is defended as intended, but others just go like right by the cockpit and everything. I'm like, oh my god.
Inside, you see Brawl wondering, what button do I push? Forgetting that he's in a suit designed to move.
So these are all based off of level 8 characters. So just so you guys know, apparently level 8 characters can't hit. I'm going to see if I have any other character sheets, but I don't think I do. I think I have a level 8 soldier ready to go, and their range is the exact same. Yeah, level 8, really not great. I'll have to look into that. So they're just going to have a really crappy plus, what did I say? Plus 16 to be a dick? Cool.
Yep.
All right. And is their melee any better? No, it's not. All right. Moving on.
One might want to make an attack against me. He's a blue guy.
Oh, I do have a blue guy over here. Yeah. I'll have him
If you
actually
want.
land. He flies to land on the ship with you. So now there's kind of a stack of people on there. You're basically now fighting on its hull, and he's just going to come in to make a melee attack against you. I'll say that they are not using plasma cutters. They've got slightly more specialized weapons. This looks more like a kind of like a lance. It's clearly a blade, but it looks like it kind of is a thrusting weapon, or a rapier or a lance more so than like an actual slashing weapon.
Zero, when you kill that guy, save that lance so we can attach it to Brawl.
That's a complete miss because I rolled a 9. They have to roll insanely high. That's right. I got something
like
for them.
19.
Yeah.
I've got something for them. I just got to
Okay.
get to the ship's turn. All right, Rye, you are up.
Okie dokie.
Hope you don't want me rolling reflex.
Would I, if I didn't move, would I be able to pop multiple mines out?
Yes. Because
Sure.
your full round action can probably do 2 attacks right now.
Okay.
That's what I'd assume anyways.
Yeah, I also don't
Then-
care enough to fight you, so I'll allow it.
I'm going to
So
so
first, let's
first
move the
move,
two that
yep.
are there. Yep.
1, 2.
2.
I have to actually click on the artwork, not just like if there's a
You
hole.
should be able
and I
to
click
use
that.
arrows.
Huh?
Like if you click on the thing you drew.
You can
Oh,
also
yeah.
He's trying to
drag.
click on it, though.
Yeah, but you can drag.
Yeah. All right, and then I thump that purple one out. Purple, I can talk. And then I will also.
Is the green and red star, is that a mine as well?
Yeah, I already
Yeah.
moved that one. Oh, my mouse is broken. Cool, awesome.
I'm gonna replace that purple one because no one can see that with just
Okay, I didn't know if it was just me because I'm the colorblind one.
No, I'm trying to do this to all of our friends. And
Wait, there was a purple one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I fixed it.
All right, and then this one I will have going that way.
Copy and paste for the record does work.
Oh, do it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, now I know.
Cool. All right, so you just
so I pump out those two.
All right, right, quick and easy. I like it. Brawl.
So I need a quick refresher on how this mech specific mechanic works. We were talking about using resolve to continue a blow, but
I didn't even think you had to use resolve.
It wasn't. You did not have to use resolve.
Okay.
It was all free. If you get a kill,
Yep.
you get to basically chain it to the next one. It is basically greater cleave.
Oh, in that case, overcomes. Brawl, delay. Let me get in there. I can help you out. We got the shields we got to get by.
Potentially the melee attacks actually aren't worried about that.
Belay that. The voice in the sky. The voice in the sky told me. Is that another one?
That's a callback. You keep on saying that.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. That's 3 for Chris right now, which is disgusting.
So
I'm really good at this game.
Follow up again. That is only for melee attacks, or in this
only melee. If you get a melee kill, your suit basically gets supercharged, and you get to boost at the next enemy.
And then I get to knock this jump to the next thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue steamrolling ahead one space to the one that was in my last trajectory there, and I'm going to make an attack to hit this dude. Not with the sword, just with a punch.
All right.
Because that's Brawl's muscle memory for a suit that he was supposed to use for himself, not with the sword suit.
No, that's fair.
I swear to God, I just nat 20'd.
Yeah, all right.
I got a 2 plus a like 2 10s.
You managed to completely eviscerate it. You basically punch its head clean off, and this causes the cockpit to leak out into space. So you've just got this dude floating like WTF as he floats away. And
they're manned?
You what?
They are manned?
I thought they were unmanned.
Oh, these ones are. You never scanned these ones, right? They are not manned. Where a dude would have floated out and said, "Oh man," you see some.
It's like a crash dummy, man.
You see there's like a spacesuit in there that's empty, and then there's just extra mechanical equipment. That's it. It was a little bit more of a densely packed cockpit with no actual pilot.
I like how they still put the spacesuit in there.
These are drones. I needed something to float out just so I didn't feel too bad. Shut up. All right. Yeah. So you are able to make an attack in the order that you would like. I will move this one for the sake of you being able to see your Mac.
I'm going to start going in a clockwise manner here against this circle of foes.
Go for it. And you're rolling against KAC, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, because you're just punching. So you need to beat a 24, just so you
know. That was an 28.
There you go. We got another one down.
Like out of that one, wacky inflatable whaling arm tube man comes out of that one.
This one I assume he punched right in the crotch and it just is eviscerated in half. Yeah, all right, it's fine.
What was the roll I need to beat?
24.
24. I got a 19. So.
All right. So on this one, you are left engaged. So you do manage to punch, immediately boost, accelerate at insane speeds, carry your momentum into the next one. But the other one, you whiff and manage to miss.
Gotcha.
For the sake of, you know what? I want to keep a tally of who people have killed for no other purpose than I want it.
We got to start that spreadsheet.
No, I just want to see how many mechas you guys kill. I'm gonna keep you up there for a little tracker. There you go. So you've managed to blow past 2, and that's gonna put it to the green squad's turn, which has no idea what weaponry is being used, so is going to 1, 2, 3 get as close as they can to You know what? They're all going to be able to surround you, right? Yeah. That's fine. And that means
But
he's
the ones that
fine.
only moved 3 can make an attack. So remember that many.
There's only one that was able to move 3 and actually still be useful. And this one, for the purposes of trying to get you off the ship, will actually move back. And then I've got 2 on here that are going to engage with you. I'm going to, we got a couple of dots that are going to get on here. This is going to get a little ugly. All right, I'm going to make the attacks against, so 2 more green ones land on the hull of the ship. They're coming at you with those weird lance blades again, non-energy.
Question. When those guys landed around him, does that affect the missiles that are close to him? Because I thought you said something about, and I could be wrong. I thought you said something about them being within range of 3, though that might have been somebody else.
Yeah, yours have to be like literally adjacent to, and that will only affect their trajectory when they move the following turn. So they still move 1 space every turn, but they can get pulled off track, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Think of them like pawns in chess.
Sort of, except
they're always chasing.
Yeah. It's always all right, so those both whiffed because they were 4 and 6 respectively. So they, again, 3 more come in, and you're just kind of, nope, sorry. Slight shimmy to the side as you guys all brawl on top of the ship. Sorry, brawl. Didn't mean to use your name in vain. One makes an attack with its shotgun scattergun. No, that went flying.
Is this on to Chris or still at me?
Chris, this one's at Chris specifically. I rolled a 19 on the die, which is plus 16 is what I said.
That's a hit.
Hey, I got one. Now, for you, I don't remember. You didn't have any additional defenses. I gave you all 1 defense, right? And only 0s regenerated is what it was?
Yes.
So basically what happens is you're able to get up. You have a little shield that pops up as you see the incoming laser blast pops up on your mech's forearm. You manage to get it in front of the blast, but your shield is now destroyed. It flies away, and you will be defenseless for any incoming attacks going forward.
All right.
That's green team. Miller, you are up.
All right. Wow. Look at this. We got you all exactly where I want you. So he just kind of goes nuts, and he's going to do a full round action on everything around him. So 2 shots at -4, correct?
I believe it's -4. We'll
Pretty
roll
sure.
with that for now. That's fine.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
-4.
So like he goes crazy on like everything. Like
Shut his own video off. Nice.
And I also lost roll 20.
And you messed up.
So
Definitely worth it.
Nick
I promise
and Pat
you.
need
Oh, I
to
lost
swap
my
video?
webcam too.
Yeah, you lost everything. You've done a bad thing. Patrick, meet
No,
video,
this
please.
is great.
Hopefully he rolls a nat 1 because
Oh
it
my
makes
gosh.
sense.
So how many rolls am I doing? Like, is it 1 for everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the way your targeting works, it's trying to self-ration so you don't go too insane. You're able to target everything twice.
Okay.
So you have basically just missile pods flying out. Reminder.
Did you just say ration?
Don't forget
Yep.
advantage.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to ration. Sorry, shut up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're trying to ration your ammunition. What was your question?
I'm going to use advantage on this. So on my first attack, so on both of these, it is going to be -4, and I'll do the so 21 and 19.
And these are against their EAC. Then actually, I believe both of. Wait, what was the first one?
21.
Actually missed. Yeah, so that's a whiff. That was a with
Okay.
advantage, so you managed to whiff the advantage shot. Basically these little scatter. So you're doing.
So that was my first attack.
Okay, and what kind of
with
attack is?
advantage.
You're saying it's EAC, so there's some sort of energy blast coming out at you. You basically look like a laser porcupine.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just.
Oh yeah. Like all 30 of my guns just go off in a brilliant cacophony of just light, and if there was an atmosphere, sound.
There you go. And if anyone has seen the new Shin Godzilla, or newer, it's not new. Was it that 2016 already? Holy shit! The Shin Godzilla movie. Godzilla actually pulls a trick very similar to this.
Oh, neat.
Worth watching for sure.
Sweet.
Chris is Godzilla.
All
Yeah,
right,
Grace is Godzilla. But the first one manages to
Godzilla!
whiff. They're all confused, but you did manage. You're still getting your tracking online. Make your second shot.
Weird. Let's try this again and advantage again because I want advantage. Doot and doot. So the highest one is a 25.
I see a 29 on there.
Well, -4.
Oh, -4. 25 is enough. Yeah. Yeah. So you make the connection. Their blasts are ablated by, or I guess deflected by their energy field. So it does splash against them on a screen. It warps around them and then fades.
Well, this sucks. That was cool though. Really cool.
Miller, that was awesome. It does suck though, but I got your back. Don't worry.
It is pretty sweet, but I could use a lot of help here.
I've got your back, Miller. I've got
it.
As you guys are, sorry, what?
I'm trying to peep the boops, trying to get my shield back up and running, but it's not here.
And as you guys are having this conversation, the orange team begins to move up.
Never mind, don't have your back anymore. Sorry.
They're moving at full speed to surround Seeker.
Well, they move fast.
They're using double moves.
They're all not getting where I want them to, but that's okay. Yeah, they just all move up to their next available point to get, in there. All right. So you've got a cluster that are basically coming at you from one side as you've now been outflanked. None of them are able to make any attacks against you, so you are good. That brings us to actually you had a magic missile trigger.
Yeah, I did.
Ready to action. So feel free to pick any one of them because they more or less came in this range simultaneously. They flew as a group.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just get whatever's closest to me. So the one
There's
next
3
to me
that
to
are
my left.
literally equidistant from you.
Yeah, so the one to my left.
There you go.
Am I going to have to apologize to people for my mines?
Been nice.
Their area of effect, you were saying.
Area of
mine's
effect.
Gonna hit something.
They hit anybody in the same thing. Is what
It is only in the same hex.
Oh, these are all just one shots?
Yes. You're creating a minefield, so you're doing the thing correctly, and you'll see how they work probably as early as this turn. I'm not going to give them situational awareness of your mines until it happens. All right, so your magic missile automatically hits, right?
Yep.
I don't really need you to roll damage. One missile flies in. It actually goes right through their shields. That's magic. Shields don't stop magic, dude. What's wrong with you? But you do
that's
manage
wonderful.
The first missile causes an eruption that causes it to split in half, and the second one punches it again just to add insult to injury. And I'm going to add you now.
Good news, everybody. I can use my magic on these things.
Good news.
Great. Use it on me, please.
I would, except I also have things around me now.
Great.
All right.
I'll get to you when I can.
That was your ready to action. That was orange group that went. So red group is up now.
You hear from the background, I'm doing great, guys.
So that one takes a long way around. Is able to.
No.
Where is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yep, no problem. Taking the long way.
Are they moving through the bombs?
That one's gonna get hit. That one's gonna get hit. That one will also get hit. Damn it.
And now this one here is adjacent.
Raya's killed the most people again.
This one here is adjacent, so that one turns, right?
Yep.
You're doing that, but if they'd want to be in range of him right now, they would get on the same squares as their buddies.
They have reasons for what they're doing. Specifically, they are planning on breaking out. They don't want to be triggering attacks of opportunity. Again, that's kind of mechanical. But also, Rye isn't their target. Rye is simply on the way. However, 3 of them are going to get these detonations. And Rye, I'm going to let you choose how these work. Either you can let me do a reflex save and try to save, or you can make attack rolls when these things explode.
Well, they're grenades, so it would be a reflex.
I was giving it up to you, so it's whatever you say it is, asshole. Please feel free to say it's a reflex, though.
It's easier for me if you're rolling.
Alrighty then. So their reflex is probably their better stat. It is still another +10 though, but I'll give him +10. And do you remember what your grenade DC is by any chance? Since you do
It
grenades all the
depends on
time.
the grenade.
Cool.
No,
I
it
would
doesn't.
look for a level 15.
I also don't think it depends on the grenade. Other
Yeah,
than
well,
It does.
It actually
The
does say
level?
what level is the
yeah,
grenade.
use
Yeah.
what's the highest level grenade you guys have access to traditionally?
I'll
I
look
mean,
it
I
up.
would assume it's the equivalent of level 15 equipment right now.
Yeah, I'll do Starfinder frag grenades. You look up the DC, Chris, or the
Oh.
equation.
Well then, is 10 plus half grenades item level plus your dex modifier.
Looks like there's a level 14, so we'll just call it level 14 grenade.
So 7 plus whatever.
So 7 plus 10. What is your DC? What is your dexterity, Patrick?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I totally have it open already. I messed up. I thought I had it open. My dex is +5.
All right, so it's 22.
22. All right, I've got +10 on these. I'm rolling 3 die.
That seems fairly
19,
easy.
13, and 14. So I got a 24, which is fine. I got a 23, which is yeah, they no detonations work. Do I want that to work? That seems a little. Your weapon's going to be mildly ineffective or massively ineffective.
Massively ineffective. It's just these little things going along, just kind of firecrackers in the background if they're not hitting. I would think that they would just be, if
I'd say they
say
ran into the
they
mine.
move so
Boom.
slowly, they're just.
Yeah, but the thing there is then that they'll avoid them going forward. But that's fine. You know what? For the
Well,
sake,
that's great then. I mean, avoiding them is able
A
to
waste of
crowd control them.
movements.
all right, we'll go with that. They these three hit them simultaneously. We will just have them be detonates. If they land on your mines, the mine detonates within range because it is a bigger explosion. I don't want to do that.
I would say if you're gonna do reflex, I would say a direct hit is an explosion and a reflex is anything nearby, like adjacent.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. Let's do if they land in the same space, it just detonates because they kind of cross that threshold, or you manage to push them into that threshold, and they'll get that reflex save if any of the mines kind of lock onto them. That makes sense. I'll go with that. That being said, Rye did just kill 3 people.
Yeah, I already called out him being the highest kill count for the group again.
And
well,
then
this is probably the last time he's going to get that many kills at once because,
because I had them all out. What about this one? I'm assuming on my turn it just pings them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And that'll be the reflex save because again, it's zooming in on them. They get the warning that they've been locked on, and they'll get the chance to react. I like that. That works a little bit better. Yeah, I feel better about that. Cool. So yeah, what happens is those 3 fly through. Again, they're in formation, and all of a sudden they just get rocked by massive explosions, and it takes out 3 immediately out of the map. The red squad has been pretty quickly eviscerated. And now we've got
you hear in the background, yeah.
I did a thing.
Call back to Star Wars, but that's fine.
No,
Pat did that.
it's a call back to when I was practicing my yeehaws.
Yeah, and I
You
put it
could've
on
had
his
the
gun.
gun.
That's from
His
our
gun
very
actually
first
says
space
yeehaw every
combat.
now and then.
You hear over the
That's from the
comms.
Papa Pizza.
You hear over the
Palace.
comms. I am so handsome.
Yeah, Patrick, I'll give that as a callback. You get one of the callback advantage rolls.
I've been waiting for Pat to shoot or from Rye to shoot something so I can actually like do that.
It isn't happening. I'm just going boom, boom, boom.
Moving on, it is now the command unit's turn. The command units, I'll give some more bonuses. I'm going to have 2 of the command units move in. And they're landing on the hull of the ship with you. You are now more or less surrounded by these towering mecha as you kind of ghost ride the whip on this spaceship. And they actually all open comms with you. It's kind of open channel, so everyone can hear this. And let me find my notes. Torgrad, the Vesk that Miller and Rye were degrading previously, comes on and says, oh, by the way, we've been training some special recruits, and the 2 people I'm joined with today are volunteers. Yeah, that's right. They volunteer to take on you sociopaths because they're native to Pistol. They are survivors of the Pistol incident. I've got the Lovely.
So they're backing up your boss? All right, that's weird. That's totally weird, guy.
Yeah, enough out of you, rat. I've got
It's
the
open channels. You
lovely.
can't actually do that.
Can't do what?
Silence him. It's open channels.
True. He says it, and engineering fail.
Uh-huh. And that's again, that's why I'm here and you're there.
We'll see how this goes. I'm joined by M1K3, the magnificent taxidermist from Pistol, and I am joined by a personality. I don't know if you've ever encountered him, but Stellar Guy himself has joined the fray. I guess he had a quaint little news broadcast on Pistol, and now he's bringing the news to you. That's right, folks, and the news is bullets. uh, I tried.
Not hard.
So M1K3, which says nothing and will continue to say nothing for the rest of the episode, makes a swing at you with his.
How's that completely opposite, though?
Not all of them are. Stellar Guy is also you, by the way.
Yeah.
Stellar Guy's been introduced before. M1K3 is a character that you guys just never got through because we went with the pistol incident instead of a pistol campaign.
I'm not familiar with M1K3.
Well, it's Mike's NPC
all right.
that was tucked away inside of Pistol. The job wasn't taxidermist, but I don't want to get into it, so we're going with taxidermist because that's funny to me. All right. One's using a ranged attack, which is
Up
not
close
enough.
in melee range.
Again, the space is big. I'm gonna give it to him only because it rolled anyways poorly. The other one rolled a nat 1, so I'm gonna say M1K1, completely the opposite of our lovely Michael. Rolled a nat 1, and the jousting lance that he's charging in with is going to aim at one of his compatriots. We're gonna see if he gets a hit. I'm going to roll another die because that went all the way. I rolled another 2. So actually, he just completely misses. He can't hit anyone.
Can you feel it to the point that I now have a jousting lance?
I'm
kidding. I'd rather use a knife.
They don't have any mechanical differences anyways. Lost a die. I got it. All right.
I'd like that lance. I'd like it.
Yeah, actually, screw it. Yeah, he lets go of the lance accidentally.
Zero wouldn't use it because I get bonuses to using knives. Well, and I assume it would kind of carry over.
Well, not a lance. No, you'd have a better idea with the plasma cutters.
Well, that's what I mean, since the plasma cutters are knives.
Yeah, the lance just goes flying into space. Stellar Guy. Oh no, sorry. M1K3 has lost his lance. That brings us to the sheer ket. Getting
the
a
ship
little.
Wasn't doing anything. The ship itself.
Oh,
you said there was something.
Yeah, the ship. I'll put it with the command. Sure, that's fine. I don't actually have him as his own initiative. The ship. Nothing happens that you are able to visibly see. It's all going on inside the interior, and they've been relatively quiet up until now. Open comms come on. Anyone who's watching the video sees a Riforian male, a furred humanoid species wearing Inquisitor armor, black with red stripes, of course. Comes on and says, "All right, time to test out some of our additional protocols. It does give our suits a half-life, but frankly, I'm okay with that. Good luck, and I don't know which one of you is going to explode first, but you could thank Nazarem for that. Good luck, Pact Breakers. See how this works."
It was those 3.
He shuts off the camera. He's not ready to be debased like his friend Torgrad.
Come back.
I mean, you guys can still talk over open comms. They'd be able to hear it. I'm just saying he shut off that channel.
Wait, we didn't get to make fun of you yet.
There's a system.
All right. The sheer ket is
the rye system.
Hey guys, where do you think we should have Rex take the ship? I'm not exactly sure. And what else do you want me to scan? I can try and see what they just did.
Yes, that one.
And see if you can counter it.
Give me a computer's check, please, Seeker, while they try to jet away.
31.
31 is good. It looks like they put their suits into overdrive. They all have wildly increased their speed. However, you can see through the readout that all of their suits are actively generating heat at an incredible level. And likely these suits will explode within 3 turns' time. The explosion seems to be partially intentional and seems like they will be at least equivalent to Rye's grenades that he's been launching out.
So that means that Brawl's screwed.
In 3 turns or just in general?
Oh well,
No,
you said
they're like
well,
rise attacks.
when they die, they explode. Is that what you said?
No, when they overheat.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, the overheating is a feature, not a bug.
Okay.
Yeah, just martyrdom. Oops, there goes Brawl.
It's not when they are killed because he's not necessarily hitting their kill switch, is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so the Spirit of Surecat's trying to move. I don't remember how far the ship's going, so I just gave it 6. I don't remember.
Do I have that?
If you do, let me know. And then battle report roll. 4 would have been. That was 1. That was 2. That's 3.
They have everything but their speed
Yeah, well, that is what it is.
at level 1 or 2 or whatever we did it at.
Let's see. 4 is just Stellar Guy coming on the radio, open comms. All right, Gerson Sphere, we've totally got this. You and me, we are going to be stellar today. We are a community, and we're going to come out on top.
Are those mechs also glowing?
No,
command units?
specifically, they are not glowing. No, the 3 command units will not. They already have bonuses to their attacks. I just rolled really poorly. It wouldn't have hit any of you. They're not on the same level. I actually have character sheets for those characters, so I actually have stats I can use. I'm using a generic level 8 sheet for the other guys. The Stellar Guy doesn't realize he's talking to robots. They actually don't respond. He does, however, inspire his 2 leaders that are with him as well. So the leaders will be fighting more efficiently going forward. He's given them what is it called? Inspiration, I think. What is
Oh, he's an envoy.
Yeah,
it's a good envoy.
Yes.
I'm a great envoy. Fuck you.
Well, sort of. He just told a bunch of robots to do better and be stellar, but
not too dissimilar to Twitch streaming.
Yeah, that's fair. That works.
Are there actual ongoing things that work, generic bonuses like that?
No, it's he's given them, what is it? It's plus
get him.
It's get him. Yeah, it's get him. I forget what level
you gotta
it
choose
changes.
a specific target though.
I'm letting him apply to all mecha, and that'll be the command units bonus, is that they get this wide, broad relay. Again, we're doing really fast and loose with the rules. I'm just going to make it up as I go along. Really hard this time. All right, so that's the battle report. That was battle report 4. For the record, the battle reports are one-time things, so that was it. He's just giving them this inspiration once. We're going to the top of the order with 0.
All right. So attacking just that one command unit that just tried bolstering the army, I'm going to trick attack him and only attack him because I'm using a knife.
Whoa, take it easy, man.
You're not getting rid of the ship? You're not attacking the ship?
Can I attack the ship right now? I assumed I might not be able to with them around me.
Technically, that is the rule. As long as they're engaging you on the ship, you got to focus on them. If you want to draw attacks of opportunity from all of them, I'd allow you to attack the ship, though.
No, I'm going to go after the command units first.
That's fair.
All right, and since the other one has no weapon, Stellar Guy is the first target.
The other guy has weapons. Again, the plasma cutter is like a tool that just like pops out of like a hip like pocket.
Yeah, it's the pocket knife on all the Gundams.
Yeah, so basically,
we're not ripping.
Yeah, not ripping, totally not. He's got a pocket knife, and he does have a blaster he chose not to use, but he doesn't have a better weapon, which is fine.
All right, so what is that, like a 30-something to trick attack it?
Yeah, he's trick attacked.
All right. So then he is befuddled and slower to react against attacks.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 with a melee attack against him?
Yep. Melee.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Pat,
Usually
get an inspiration point for that callback of my bad pronunciations. There you go.
Nice.
For this one, so these guys aren't...
No, I assumed they might have health and he'd be really upset with what just happened.
They don't have health. Normally, I would do a random roll to see which limb you took off. They use the same exact rules as you guys do. I'm going to let you
if
pick...
If it matters, when I normally roll damage with a knife, I roll 5 different die.
No, in this instance, it doesn't matter. I'm going to let you choose which 2 limbs you take off.
How do his weapons seem to work?
He's got a primary shotgun that can be carried in the right arm, or the left arm, I guess. It's not. He doesn't have this one. Oh, he shot at you actually, didn't he?
Just take out the 2 arms.
Yeah, he's got it. He's actually holding the rifle in his right arm. Like that's the fist that's got his hand on the trigger is his right arm.
All right. So I'm going to go for the right arm and then take out the head so that he doesn't have any type of targeting.
No, that's totally fair. Yep.
Go after your head.
Ooh.
And Stellar,
it just got prettier.
So Stellar loses head and right arm, and they just come off. Basically, you do this arc where you carve off its head and then slice down into its arm, and they just go drifting off into space. Electricity shooting out from where you've severed connections. And Stellar guy is taking a beating. Do I want to? As you do that, and like as you get kind of close enough, you start carving through it. You actually see that he's his suit's giving off a kind of like has a blinking light on the inside. That is this one is orange colored. Not that you can see that at all, but he's got a blinking signal now that you've carved into him, and it is an orange relay. Go with it. I think you figure out what I'm going for there. Yeah, all right, that was 0. You've cut on some dude, but left their shield standing. Seeker, you're up.
Okay, question. How would explosive blast work?
Explain to me the spell.
AoE? Huh?
How does the spell normally work?
It's you shoot it in a line and then it hits in an AoE.
AoEs don't
AoE.
AoEs don't work so well. I'd allow AoEs to hit the same hex again because 20 feet is
it's random amounts of space between.
Yeah, so I'd give you can stack that for any stacks, but otherwise AoEs aren't super useful. Better than like Magic Missile, because Magic Missile would target 1 in a stack, so it's not nothing, it's just not super useful.
Yep.
In their current arrangement.
Arrangement.
I was gonna say alignment and then I switched it. I don't know why I did that.
That was rough.
Yeah, that's all right.
Alright, I am just going to Seeker starts glowing further. And shoots out a barrage of magic missiles. They kind of look silvery, and they're flying through the air with streams behind them, kind of like comets, as they smash into the ones closest to me.
All right. We also forgot to give Rye one of his attempts, so I'll have to do that in a second.
Too soon. That's on Friday.
What's on Friday?
Final Fantasy, Symbols of Meteor.
Oh, got you. My bad. All right.
That was a full round, so.
No, that's fine. So this missile, this mine, actually moved to this closest one and detonated at the beginning of the round, which we forgot to do. I'm giving him a reflex save. He rolled a 26, so he will not detonate. This mine will have been ineffective. Okay. And that was Seeker, who just detonated a bunch of magic missiles, bringing us to Blue Squad. They are going to, now that they are overcharged, they are all going to stack themselves on top of you. And they are all going for the...
That's hot.
Yeah, the melee hits on this one.
Hey, he said it right.
I'm not sure they can miss with this bonus that they're being given. It's basically just doubling all of their rolls. Let's see what we got. Well, I rolled a 3. What does that look like? Let's do some math. 3 plus, what did I say it was?
Like an M on its side.
That's fine.
Or W on its side.
You're looking at a 22.
Wait, 22?
3 plus 3 plus 16?
Oh, no, I was having it double their attack bonus. They should be hitting
then they
you
can't
guys.
miss.
They should be hitting you guys. Yeah, that's a 35, right? I'm going to tamp
actually, that still doesn't hit me.
That one doesn't hit you?
I have 37 for KAC.
Okay, then I rolled...
Wait. 16 times 2. Oh, yeah, 35, yeah.
All right, and then...
I'm sure every other attack will connect, though.
39. Is 39 hit?
Yes, you just said he had a 37.
I wasn't listening. All right, so that is 3 solid connections that are going to hit. However, you have a
One
couple
shield.
of specials that come into play right now, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
You had one. Did we give you one where if they missed you? Oh, no, we changed that to your teleport strike. Never mind. Ignore that. Scratch that. You just have the free defense.
Which I
Basically, what
use.
happens is one of them comes in to attack you, and you are able to deflect it with one of these swords. I know you're not really into using swords. For thematic effect, I will say just your experience as a melee, they come at you with their lance, and you just full on grab one of them. So one of these hits does nothing to you. The second hit cracks into the shield that your mech is equipped with, and then 2 other hits go through, meaning you are losing 2 limbs. I'm going to have it be low to high, 1, 2 legs, 3, 4 arms, 5 will be head, 6 I'll roll again because screw me. I rolled a 3 and a screw me, and a 1. So you're going to lose your right arm and your left leg with these attacks of the lances. They just punch right through.
Yikes.
As they have hit you, you notice that they start to glow a little bit faster, and Seventh comes over the radio. For some reason, those 2 that just made connection, I think they're gonna blow up faster. Brawl, you're gonna want to get out of there. All right, and that was Blue Boys. Rye, you're up.
There's
All
one
right.
on me.
I'll roll that while Rye does his stuff. Thank you.
So if I were to move, there's an attack of opportunity, right?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay. And
Did you just
besides
roll a
the
2?
I rolled a 5. You're fine.
besides the plopping out
I
missiles.
mean, that's a 37.
Yeah, that's a 37. That hits.
Right. I forgot you had. Okay, sorry. Let Rye do his thing, and then I'll come back to Blue Boy.
So
It
besides
doesn't do anything, but regardless.
just take his turn. Fuck.
Right. It makes a connection, but you have a shield that deflects it, and I forget your shield regenerates, right?
Yeah.
All right. So effectively, it takes more than 1 hit to go through to you. Your wings come in and block the shot. And sorry, Rye, your turn.
Okay. So besides dropping out the missiles, there's the combat knife for melee, and then was there just a regular shoot make shoots?
Not for you, no.
Not for me. Okay, so those are my 2 options.
Yes.
All right, I don't move and I plop these 2 dead.
Yeah, it moves on to their space. They can't avoid the explosion. That'll get you 2 more kills.
So I just kind of take out 2 of these mines and hold them in my hands side by side, and I turn my head ever so slightly so that light from some source glints off the head frame, so it looks almost like an anime style wink as I gingerly place 2 explosions on the nuddle area of the mechs in front of me and blow their nuts off.
Yes, that's exactly how that works with.
And bolts.
And bolts. Don't forget.
It's not at all how it works, but in my anime brain, that's exactly what just happened.
I'm going to allow it because I like anime brains. But that makes it Rawl's turn.
Okay. Well, being 2 limbs less chunky in this spacesuit here, he's going to first attempt to make an attack against one of the 2 units that is now flashing very dangerously.
Actively flashing. Yeah.
Yep. So let's go. Okay, that is a 25.
Hit.
So one of them is Kablooey. I'm warping over to the next dangerously blinky fella.
Yep.
I think you're just doing like a spin fest.
This is more of like a yeah.
Yep. And then that was a 29.
That's another hit.
So hopefully I can finish clearing out these 2 lads here. 25.
Also a hit. You're getting close though.
And come on, 24.
I think that's exactly what I said. You're hitting KAC or EAC?
KAC.
KAC 24. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. All right.
So and I'm assuming you finally busted out a sword since you were packing a little bit less of a punch.
Yeah.
So which does the sword look like as you just sweep it in a broad arc?
Okay. So the first sword that he pulls out Since he wanted to get rid of things very quickly, not that he knew what he was doing, but he pulled out traditional Japanese wakizashi, or like just a samurai clean sweep of the 4 people in front of him.
Oh, nice. I'm actually going to, canonically, they are now in a line charging you, and you just run past them all and clean sweep them. Yeah, I like it. For a second, their bodies separate, and then they all detonate behind you. Perfect. Yeah, nailed it.
And then I go, these sword things are easier than punching a kidney.
And that'll give you your callback roll. There you go. Thank you.
Hey.
You give him a reach around with the sword. Is that what you're
somebody
doing?
do the kidney punch.
Hold on.
We still have that one?
I did. Bam, 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 bam. Chat. All right. Kidneys punched. Where are we at in my list? That was.
I am going to move.
Oh yeah, you do still have a move. That's fine.
I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to move closer to Miller because he is more surrounded than everybody else. But I'm not going to get into. Well, I was thinking 0, but
Zero's fine. He's got a shield that regenerates.
Miller's going to take like 6 attacks.
Yeah, 7 probably, very likely.
So we've got
7 at double their attack and 5 limbs. I mean, Miller's probably dead.
Not quite. So again, their target, they've been kept spread out so that they can engage freely. There is a higher priority target than you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it's good being captain, I guess, and sometimes it's not. This green guy is going to see that Brawl is wounded and is going to try and take advantage of that. And yeah, you are going to have 4 on you, and they're actually going to, after seeing your explosive cannonade you got going on there, they're going to all move in for melee range attacks. All right, so
Does that mean I can't use my gun anymore?
I mean,
I think he'd be fine.
I also think he'd be fine. I'd allow it. Yeah,
okay.
I didn't give you a minimum range. I gave you a maximum range. You're fine.
That was kind of like being on the same square as being in range and melee at the same time.
Because it all can be.
It's
you're
space.
Basically just parrying. Yeah, it's
you're in close space.
It's not real.
No, well, what I'm saying is, if I try to shoot, I'm going to provoke 4 attacks.
I don't think it would in space combat.
No, I'm not making that. Only if you leave. Basically, they don't want you to leave. If that makes sense. Right. I'm locking you guys in place more than I'm actually doing anything functional. I'm going to make 2 shots at Rye first.
Oh.
Both hit.
No.
So you lose your shield permanently, and then for your, and these are the shotgun scatter blast, you lose your right leg.
No, that's my favorite right leg.
Keep track of that. I have 3 green boys that are coming here to land on the hull of the ship now. That's going to be 3 more attacks coming at 0. Both of those guys are now glowing much more. You can't see that. I've just put another logo on them.
Are the explosive ones glowing on the ship too?
Yes. That's not good. Yes, they are. Whoops.
Oops.
They sure are. What is your AC?
35.
35. I think
you have to roll a 3.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All 3 of these hit. Now you have your wing shield. You also have like a traditional arm shield that gets ripped away as you block with one of these lances. And then you are taking 2 other hits. I'm hoping I take your arms. I'm rolling 2d6. I got a 1 and a 6. 6 is F me. I got to roll again. I rolled a 1, which is, I'm just going to take both your legs. You are immediately cut out from underneath. Both these lances dig into your legs, and you kind of drop to the floor. I mean, again, gravity's not really a thing, so you don't drop anywhere, but you're having a much harder time bracing yourself. You guys are running out of limbs.
I mean, you just made it impossible for us to not get hit.
Yeah, pretty much. Again, 1 round. We're good. And so then
plus 10 would have actually made a lot of sense at this point.
Maybe that's what I'd had it at, but again, plus 10 can't hit you normally, so I'm okay with it. You'll be fine. Miller, you're up.
You probably designed it with the plus 20 in mind.
That could have been what it was.
Well,
I don't remember.
You're not done attacking.
Oh, right. I got 4 attacks versus
5 attacks left.
I'll roll brawl first. I rolled a 4. Does that actually miss you?
That does actually miss him. He has 37, right?
Okay, fine.
Yep, that's
Yep.
correct.
You're good. And I
So
roll-
wait, if these are melee attacks, is it against my KAC then?
These are KAC.
Okay, then I am 36.
I rolled a 2 3s.
2 3s, so 16, 30. So both miss.
I rolled a 6 and an 8. I think both of those hit.
Both hit, yeah.
One takes your permanent shield. You get that arm up to
I
block
already
it.
lost my shield.
I lied. You're going to lose 2 limbs.
Yeah.
You lose your head.
Oh.
And your head again. And
Don't
your
lose your head.
left arm. So the head of your mech goes flying off, as does your left arm.
So what does that functionally mean?
You have disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use my last advantage to get rid of that.
Sure. So you're rolling normal, and
Roll
it
normal.
is your turn.
Oh, and did you do? Yeah, you did next. All right. Oh yeah, 31.
31.
Oh yeah.
Now you're doing a full salvo.
No, I just regular attack.
Okay, so their shields are back up from the last time
they
you
are
hit
back
them.
up. Oh,
Yes.
then I guess I am gonna do it. Then I didn't know that they were back up. So 31 minus 4 is 27.
Hits. Yeah, fine.
26 minus 4 does not.
Yeah, all right. So you do manage to take off their shields, but you are still surrounded by 4 of them. Bigger issue is they are all blinking rapidly. You guys are gonna have some trouble there.
Oh yeah, Miller's
Only
dead.
2 of them are. Two
Oh
hits.
right, only 2 of them made connections. Let me mark those 2 just so I don't forget. Thank you, Michael. 1.
And they're probably rethinking their strategy since there's 2 blinking ones on top of their ship.
They're not thinking strategy at all. They're robots, and they're being controlled by people who are too dumb to notice. Orange group is up. Seeker Mabuki. These guys are.
Call me?
It means my boy in Huddies, I think.
Are there any negatives
do
for
that.
each part we lose? Did you come up with that?
Yeah, you're just losing access to weaponry if you lose both your arms, basically. And the head gives you disadvantage.
And legs?
Legs have no
Oh.
actual thing. They're basically filler hit points.
They don't give a shit about me, apparently.
These
Those
2
guys.
do. And they're going to go right up into melee range to try and prevent you from helping your friends. So that's 2 attacks coming in at Seeker, and the ones that are moving up to Rye have just got there. They can't attack him yet. They rolled a natural 1 and a 3. So one of them is going to attempt to kill the other.
I've only got
Oh, can he
Seeds?
even miss? He can't miss.
Well, so what happens is one of them is about to, he gets that lance, he's just about to stab you right in the head, and then his buddy comes in veering wildly off course and smashes into him, killing him instantly.
nice.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, he actually can't kill, not miss his buddy, is what I meant.
Oh, correct. Absolutely could not miss. That's a good point. That's not what I meant to do. I wanted to copy.
So are you about to go make a list of Dustin killed?
Yep. Taken off. Seeker, you take no damage, but just know you are engaged with this unit. It is not blinking. No,
Actually,
it made a
it
successful
is.
hit.
It
It
did.
is. It is blinking. Yeah, not great. All right. And then
Blinking.
what do
So
we
the
have?
little death icon is it's blinking.
They're gonna blow up.
Bad blinky
Yeah, that's
boy.
what I figured. What if I blow them up first?
You're fine.
You're fine.
That's already
Because
been
Brawl
proven,
just
that's
did that.
fine.
Confirmed. You're totally fine. Similarly, we've got 3 red boys moving on to Rise Space.
Guys,
They're all gonna
Not-
make
not doing as good.
melee attacks. I think you've already lost your shield. What
I
your
did.
AC's got to be crap, right? Because you're a crappy person.
My regular AC,
35, I thought.
This is
is-
KAC.
KAC is 34.
Yeah, you're hit by all 3, and you lost your shield last time, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
lost my
from the
shield and a
shots.
leg.
Oh, you.
Ooh.
Okay, my bad. Now you're losing your head, your left arm, and your right arm. Cool. Your grenade launcher flies off into space, useless. You have 1 leg left and a torso as you float there in the void of space.
Merely a flesh wound.
All right.
Got no arms.
That leaves
I'd
us
say I'd bite your kneecaps, but I can't say that now.
You
this
can't
is
say
the
much of anything.
command
Not without a head.
units. Command units. Torgrad says, You idiots! You're putting all of these units next to each other. Back away. Avoid the ship. Which is to say, you're going to get an attack of opportunity on one of these command units if you want. 0. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Where
Yeah.
is 0?
He's on the
Torgrad.
ship.
On the ship.
He's underneath like everybody.
I rolled
okay.
like a brawl. Oh wait, I have advantage. Can I use advantage right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Roll another one. That's fine. They are
26.
that will still hit. Their AC actually doesn't change. And were you targeting the same person you already attacked?
Is it only the command units that moved?
Yes.
Well, the other one, he doesn't have any weapons, right? The one I took out the head for?
No, he still has the pocket knife.
Okay, then I'll target the M1K3.
M1K3, and you take off of his right arm. M1K3, right arm. All right. And basically, as he tries to get away, you slash out, keep his arm, and he gets away.
I use it as a leg.
They are, let's see. How many limbs you got left?
Me, 3.
3. They're going to take 2 pot shots at you because they are moving. Oh, one of them doesn't have one actually gets to take a pot shot. The other one does not. You get 1 shot coming at you. That's a D6. That's the wrong one. I rolled a natural 1. God damn it. All right. He shoots his buddy, and I'm going to see if he can hit. 11.
Buddy or one of the other mechs?
Oh, right. The ones that are next to you, which he will hit, and he does manage to take it out. And I will make it one of the glowing ones just to save you some grief. But that does mean I get another kill. Damn it.
That's more kills than me and Miller.
Working on it. All right. That goes to Sheerkat. The ship, actually, you're close enough to it. You see the ship actually loses some lights on the insides, and it seems to power down. It looks like it has overexerted itself with that move. And it also has been weirdly static. It has not actually moved. No engines have been engaged. We can talk about why later if you need it. And
I assume all power is being used to power the shields.
Torgrad can technically attack. Torgrad is not. Torgrad lands his mech on Absalom Station. He basically flies down to the station and disappears off of the map. Torgrad was, I believe, Green Boys. So all of the Green Boys suddenly stop moving and completely power down, including the Green Boys that were blinking.
Hooray!
Miller's not dead.
They legitimately get their power and everything from their command unit. The command unit has left. All power is depleted, and they are just drifting dead in space. Not actual deaths. They are still there. So that's why I'm leaving them on the field, but they are non-combatants. This also includes... Actually, there's a lot more green guys than I thought, but he did have control of the biggest group because he's actually the only Inquisitor that was commanding them. All right, and then we get to the Sheerkat. Anything you guys want the Sheerkat to do?
Run and hide.
It's powered down, isn't it?
The Sheerkat?
Yeah.
I don't. Why would the Sheerkat be powered down?
No, the enemy one.
Oh, I thought you said the Sheerkat.
He
was.
did.
Oh, I was starting with the Sheerkat's turn, and then I remembered that the enemy ship hasn't done anything, and the reason why is that it.
You said there was like
said the
static
Sheerkat
and
was
like...
powered down. I'm like, isn't that bad for us?
No, I'm really sorry. The enemy ship, the mecha carrier, is powered down. It looks like that boost it gave to all its units actually locked it in place. Also, it hasn't been powering up its engines. Mike appropriately guessed. The shield tech is actually super experimental and requires the ship's entire power reserves. While the ship's lights go out, if you guys were looking close enough, you'll notice that no shields are up on these mecha anymore. Now, the Spirit of Sheerkat, anything you want it to do?
Can it fire missiles? Flat cannon or anything it's got?
None of it would be qualified to hit the mecha without also targeting you guys at this point, because you're all clustered at this point. So it can either try and get in range if one of you guys wants to pick up, or it can keep trying to keep distance.
I say keep distance.
Yeah.
Or actually, maybe try to pick up.
I can kind of help save Rye a bit.
Somebody needs to.
Yeah, I'm functionally useless.
Which ones are close to Rye?
All of the ones
All of
around
them.
him are actually.
What do people
both
have left
colors.
for limbs? I have an arm
I
and
have
a
a
leg.
leg.
Bull.
So I have an arm, a leg, and a head.
I'm gonna have it
I'm
move.
missing my legs.
Oh, actually, it can move. Here would be better.
I love that Dustin's like, oh, they're not aiming for. They don't care about Rye. Rye has one leg.
No, you were just in the way. They haven't gotten to the Spirit of Sheer Cat yet, but they will now. Spirit of Sheer Cat is coming in, and it is Stevathan over the comm. Rye, I've got you. Rex, turn the ship around. Turn the ship around. Rex, clearly overcome. I'd really rather not. And Stevathan does manage to coerce him, so it is in distance for you. Just so you know, those red boys are on your space. You are engaged. Don't recommend leaving. Battle
get 'em.
report roll. Perfect. I got the 6. Hey, Burning Eclipse, what are you doing?
Burning Eclipse is going to try
Pop it
to.
anywhere on this map, whatever you want. You're doing the Han Solo flyby, so
Yep.
however you want to do this.
Do I have a token for that?
Yes. Sorry. It is an ugly token. It doesn't necessarily match, but I don't think the spirit that was a particularly pretty one. Let me give that control to you, and I'm gonna, for the time being, put it right next to the Spirit of Sheer Cat.
Okay. And then,
Oh, I
so
hardly even see that.
My bad. I can give it a glow. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. Aura, call that, I think, 1 feet, and I'll make that green. I think will do it. There you go.
there a way for
I'm gonna
me
change that
to
color.
hit the mechs without endangering Rise unit?
No, I would allow you to try and scoop him. So literally try
Yeah.
and do like a
Okay.
barn swallow.
Let me try to hook him with like a tractor beam, whatever it might be, and
Well,
then just like
one
this
option
way.
though, you don't actually have to be near him. I'm saying you can pop anywhere on this map. You're coming from above, basically, if we were looking at a 3-dimensional map. So you're able to spawn anywhere on this map and basically do one action for free.
Okay.
Or legit Millennium Falconing this thing.
Yeah. So I'll be showing up like over here.
Yep.
For over here being very relative for audio listeners.
Yeah.
In space.
Essentially,
in space.
I'm zooming past the Spirit of Sheer Cat, zooming past Rye, past Miller, past Brawl, past Seeker. But while I'm doing so, I see that Rye's mech having one limb left is without a doubt in trouble. So I'm going to grapple Rye's mech and pull it to safety away from these like 5 mechs that are just swarming him.
All right. I'm going to let this hit no matter what, but depending on how well you roll for this attack, they'll either get attacks of opportunity on Rye or they will not. Basically, you can get a solid connection, pull them fast, or it takes a second and they'll get attacks. So go ahead and make an attack roll. Feel free to use a Dren's normal, whatever weapon he uses is fine.
Can I use Brawl's advantage?
Yeah, it's your advantage.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
not Brawl's. It's yours.
Okay, I'm going to use that because that one was. What am I adding to this?
What's the primary weapon you use right now for range? I know you don't do range, but
It's a total of an 11.
there you go. Plus 11.
That is a 23. Sorry, 24.
That's enough.
And you said, well, he has advantage too.
The 24 was the advantage. Previously, I rolled a lot lower.
So this is something that Rye wouldn't be trying to get away from. So Rye, what is your AC actually? This would be KAC.
34.
34?
Yeah. What did you think I said last time when you blew off my limbs?
I wasn't listening.
It doesn't matter because
it was
he's getting
immaterial.
At
Yeah.
least a plus 32.
Let's see. So I guess technically this was how many limbs you got left?
My leg.
All right.
Do they still are they still like boosted?
Have we gone to the top of the order yet? Battle report could be either or. I'll let the battle report be the top of the order. They are not boosted. I got 2 attack rolls as they. Oh wait, did they make their hits yet? I don't know if they can make it. I think they blow up if they move again. Yeah, actually, I don't think they can make attack of opportunity against you. I think you're good. He clips onto you, and you are pulled into the burning eclipse.
Is that this one? Yay!
And then dropped off at Eox. I'll take that advantage.
Oof. Yeah, that's all yours. Damn, that's cold.
I throw up a little bit in my mouth.
Sitting there waiting on that.
I don't know. That was quality.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah, that was on the spot. I wasn't sitting on that.
All right, so
I
that
think the
was
moment the ship got here.
battle report 6, and we're at the top of the order, but it is 10:36 at night. I think we can pretty quickly wrap up mech combat next time. And then we can move on to Absalom Station. I think this actually works out perfectly for me for planning. Do you guys have any last words you want to say before we transition out of this episode?
I really don't like space combat in any facet of the idea in a tabletop setting.
It needs a lot of work.
I'll be honest. We're doing it wicked poorly. This is like, I just want this to move. I want it to be like you have to work for it, and I wanted it to be an ebb and flow, which I think we got. I think that worked pretty well. And I think I did the exact right number of mechs for the most part. Some variants on it. The shields are a little overpowered, but that's fine.
Shields are very overpowered. It's why I didn't get a single kill.
You were supposed to kill the ship first. That was supposed to be your primary target. That's why you guys were being boxed in, so it wasn't obviously an easy kill. But had you taken out the ship, their shields go away. And if you take out any of the leader mechs, as we saw with Torgrad, who left,
out of curiosity,
they
when
lose
I took
command.
out the other thing's head, would it have potentially lost control of the other mechs?
No, the head is used for visual targeting. It's not used for communications. You're thinking too human.
So my concern with not, aggroing some of these is there was going to be like 30 attacks going for the Spirit of Sheerkat.
No, you guys needed to keep the Spirit of Sheerkat out of combat. You guys would have lost.
This is after party stuff.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Do you guys have anything in character you want to say? Thank you.
I do.
Yes.
Before Rye gets picked up, Seeker looks back and forth between Miller and Rye. I can't save them. But Rye, I won't let you die again. Oh, hey, it's Dren. And all the things that. I did it.
All right, I think that's as good a place as any. One quick question for viewers before we leave off: are we playing next Tuesday or skipping?
I'm good to play.
For view.
I got one good to play. I think.
Yeah, I'm good to play. I have no job.
Justin and I both
I'm
squinting
stuck in a house.
I can do either or.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about that in the after party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or after the after party, because I'm Pounce.
Yeah, fine. Hey everyone, I'll tell you when we're playing later, so make sure you follow us on Twitter at NSTPcast or join our Discord at bit.ly/neverdiscord. Thanks for making that challenging, guys. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and putting up with our hack slash. What was that?
Making your life difficult. That's a callback to every day.
Yeah, basically, you all get an advantage.
Right.
Fine. I just want to remind everyone, never split the party.
Yeah, Dren, Patrick.
No,
Dren came back.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Dren split the party. He picked up Ryan, only Ryan.
Yeah, both of them. Sounds good.
All right.